Hi, my name is Kailyn Harris, and this is my video for our Second Chances essay as part of an ethics class that I'm currently in. So for this essay and video portion, we were to read the book Second Chances by Chuck Gallagher. It's basically a memoir detailing what landed Chuck Gallagher in jail and how he has chosen to redeem himself and what he found to be the causes of what landed him in jail aside from his actual actions. So, just as a backstory, Chuck Gallagher was a public accountant and he had a great life. He had the wife, the kids, the lovely house, and the cars, and, the nice clothes. Just a lot of what people kind of strive for. But deep down, he was having financial issues. But in order to save face, he decided to steal money or borrow money from his own clients. And this is what landed him in jail. And during his time there, he details his reasons and his path to redemption that he, learned throughout his time there. And one of the key things that I took away from this was his idea about illusions. The face we put out to the world regardless of what is actually going on inside. So for him, it was having this perfect, idyllic life, but deep down he was having financial issues, but he chose to portray only the good side to, the world. And I really took this to heart because, as a student and as a teenager, you're kind of expected to be able to keep up with everything, and I've always felt like this illusion of being the so-called perfect student, regardless of how you actually are or, what you're struggling with. And I have to maintain school and then also working, but then you also have family and, social obligations that take up a lot of your time. And it can be very difficult to manage all of them, in an effective way. So you kind of create this, or at least I have created this sort of bubble of being the perfect student, that I have it all together and that I never struggle with time and that I can get all my homework done and still go out and, not have to worry about anything, but that's not always the case. Sometimes I can, but for the majority of the time it's a struggle to get everything done and, feel like, oh yeah, I can still go out and all this kind of thing. But that's the illusion that I've created because I feel like if I tell somebody, no, I don't think I can go, I'm too busy, or I've got a lot to do, or I'm kind of struggling to keep up with everything, that somehow that equates to failure. And it doesn't by any means. I mean, nobody can keep up with 1,000 things, but deep down, because of this illusion that I've created, that I've put out to the world for so long, I do feel like I'd be failing if I let that down. But as Chuck Gallagher, says throughout the book, these illusions are not good. They're not good for your relationships. They're not good for the people around you. And in the end, they end up doing more harm than they do good, regardless of how you see them at the time being. It may take you landing in jail before you realize it. But through reading this book, I have learned that illusions are not what I need to be doing, and that it's okay to tell somebody, yeah, I need help. I can't manage it all. I'm not the perfect student. I'm not the perfect kid. I'm not, by any means, I'm just not perfect, and nobody is. And so I think that has really helped me reading this book to realize that you need to be careful what you put out to the world, that, you don't want to start off a relationship in a lie. It may be a small thing, but again, it's just going to culminate and grow and grow and grow until something happens and, your illusion is burst. Just as, Chuck Gallagher landed in jail because of the illusion that he created and then the actions he took to keep that illusion up. And I don't want that for myself. So I think reading this book really helped me realize that everybody creates these illusions regardless of how they are. I mean, everybody's idea of an illusion is different, whether it be, having the perfect so-called life and house and all that, or, being the perfect worker or the perfect mom, anything like that. But everybody creates these illusions, and this book has really helped me realize that you don't need to do that, and that you're okay being the way you are, and it's okay to let people in. And so I've really taken that to heart, and I hope everybody else has kind of learned the same thing from that and, been able to take something else away. But overall, I really enjoyed this book, and I thought it was a great life lesson. So